What is a reason to live?
If you ever need help, then please know that there are many qualified people who would like to help you. There are crisis services worldwide that are trained to provide support. They are designed to give temporary relief from feelings that are overwhelming you, and while they are unlikely to fix any underlying problems, can help you get through a tough hour, night per week. Chat services are usually available on these sites. In the US, calling 211 or going to their website is a free referral source. They have providers who will see you regardless of your ability to pay. Just as you would see a doctor when you are sick, you deserve to take care of your mental health.
Because if I killed myself, then a bunch of frickin' girls who bullied me in school would post about me on Instagram about how sad they are and how nice they were to me.
And those hoes don't deserve to have the chance.
Who are they, and would you rather they burn or be crucified?
Blame them in a suicide note and get the ultimate revenge. Wait, no, please don't kill yourself.
Spite is always a good motivator.
Love this one.
To outlive your enemies.
I'm here for that.
To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
By killing myself, I kill my enemies too.
What if my enemy is a toddler? Am I supposed to hang on until I'm 130 to wait for them to die of old age? Or should I take matters into my own hands, asking for a friend?
One for me is music. Just when I thought my music was getting stale, this year I discovered my new favorite artist, and it makes me excited for what other amazing music I'll discover in the future.
Music definitely keeps me going too. Who's your new favorite artist?
I genuinely think we're all living in the best time to be listening to music. On top of having access to a significant portion of what's come out in the past several decades, there are so many new styles of music that are constantly emerging and evolving, many of which are the result of several genres blended together by some incredibly talented performers and producers. Every few years I stumble upon new artists and genres, and I fall in love with music all over again. If there's anything that keeps me going, it's certainly how excited I am for what music will sound like several years from now.
Inabakumori, Lost Umbrella, Vo. Kai Yuki. If you haven't heard it, I doubt you'll regret listening to it.
Hot showers. Just, hot showers is all I need.
Those are amazing in the winter.
Hot damn, hot water, hot shower.
Or the adrenaline rush of a cold shower. I'm currently living in a place where that's possible. The water never really gets cold where I'm from, and it's so great.
My hot water heater has been broken for 3 weeks and the landlord still keeps giving me the runaround weary.
For a while when I was really depressed, what kept me going was the small things. A video call with a friend, seeing my friend's cat, a great meal I was waiting for, a movie I'd been wanting to see. The small things eventually add up to a series of lived days, and the days become weeks and months and eventually years.
It's all about the small victories to get you through dark times. Just gotta keep on keeping on.
Exactly what kept me going. I told myself to just give it another try, and things did improve. Thing after thing, damn, and life is still improving.
Man, if only small things could give me this much.
To me, this sounds like just learning to suffer through each poopy day by distracting yourself with small meaningless things. I've been in a pretty bad place for a while now, and I increasingly do not see the point of continuing on. Let's look at it with a hypothetical. We have a system of credits, in which 0 credits is equivalent to a neutral day, positive credit value is equivalent to a day worth living, and net negative credit value represent to a day in which suicide seems to be a better option. Let's say that with the poopy feelings I have due to years of trauma and emotional devastation, some of which was caused by self-destructive tendencies and some by abuse and tragedy outside of my control, I wake up each morning with a starting value of -500. My first thought is fuck, I woke up again, guess I didn't die in my sleep. After pulling myself together enough to get out of bed and start my day, the following occurs. I get up and smell the flowers on my coffee table, 50 credits. I'm thankful for light traffic on my way to work, 100 credits. I stop to recognize and try to appreciate a compliment a coworker gave me, 50 credits. A customer tipped me well, 150 credits, and they gave me a large fry instead of a medium fry at McDonald's when I grabbed dinner, 50 credits. This is literally as good as my life gets at this point. I've burned basically 99% of my social bridges, hence the earlier self-destructive tendencies observation. I have no friends where I live. All of my few remaining friends live at least 500 plus miles from me. All my life consists of is going to work and watching Netflix. I have no interest in building a new life because every time I do, it falls apart. Sometimes it's my fault and sometimes it's not, but the point is it always falls apart for some reason. It never gets better than this anymore. So let's add up all those little things, and I'm still left with a net minus 100 credits at the end of the day. The point of that hypothetical is that sometimes the little things aren't enough to outweigh a lot of massive poopy things. It's like telling someone to pay down $100,000 of medical debt working a $15 per hour job. You're just spinning your wheels and getting nowhere, and you know you'll never dig out from under it. There's not much of a point to living when you can't see any path to getting into the green, and having living with that daily credit deficit is taxing, and more akin to torture than anything resembling a pleasant life.
Shits and giggles.
I've always thought it was the giggle shits. Now I feel like I'm doing it wrong.
It seems my life is being run by shits and giggles. First job, made a joke and somehow found out there was a job offer. Accepted for shits and giggles. Computer, added a SAS card for shits and giggles. Car, convertible, for shits and giggles. Made a pie cluster in a briefcase for shits and giggles. It's great.
Or as my friend says, gits and shiggles. It's all shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits.
Mood and circumstances are temporary, death is permanent. 32 was the worst year of my life. I thought I might die at one point. Had I died, I'd have never taken the best vacation of my life. I'd have never become an uncle. I wouldn't have been there to help family and friends through their own problems. I don't regret a moment of living no matter how painful it gets.
Man, I'm 28 and this is the worst year of my life. Lost everything except my job. I'm broken and can only hope that, like you, things get better, because this is hard.
This just makes me feel warm.
Also, feelings lie. They lie all the time. One moment you feel real good, the next you feel real sad, all can happen in a split second. They lie for a good reason though, and it's to protect you. Doesn't mean you have to trust them all the time. I have similar thought pattern that I used to anchor my worst days. I haven't heard my all-time favorite song yet. I haven't read my all-time favorite book yet. Or seen my favorite painting, or watched my favorite movie, or cooked my favorite recipe. They might not even been created yet, but they're coming, and I'll be here to meet them when they do.
I just turned 32 and feel lower than ever. This is reassuring. Thank you for sharing.
What was the best vacation of your life?
Some good-ass cinnamon rolls.
I once ate a cinnamon roll that came out of the oven when I walked into the bakery. Now I understand why people give themselves diabetes.